Hi, I'm Eric Judy.
And I'm Dick Van Dyke, and today we have with us the new and improved Eric Judy. He's done a little shaving, and he's got that youthful appearance. Hey, we're going to talk about annuity timing today, and what is the best time to buy an annuity?
Yeah, it's really, we're looking at today's low interest rate environment.
Right.
One of the questions we constantly get asked, is it the right time, or am I better off waiting?
That's the big question, and I think that is the good thing about an annuity is that they are structured for income, and they're not really structured just for the aspect of treating them like a CD. So they're more of a potentially a foundational place in your portfolio that can get you the higher income that you're desiring, even in a low rate environment. So I think that that's just part of structuring an overall portfolio. What would you say, Eric?
Yeah, it's about asset allocations. When it comes
Right.
down to it, you start with the plan. You can't hit a target you can't see. So what's your retirement financial plan?
Right.
And then you start building from that. All right. We always talk about the foundation, taking care of the foundation.
Right.
And if income is part of the foundation, that's really where an annuity makes sense.
Yes.
I mean, it's an annuity makes sense for fitting that income foundation portion, securing it, so you don't have to worry about running out of money.
Right.
One of the biggest concerns a lot of the people we talk to have is, all right, what with the rates being as low, will I run out?
When's the right? Yeah, right. When is the right timing? And we do know, Eric. I mean, it is a fact that if we keep money in a low rate environment and we do nothing, put it in our mattress or
put it in a savings account.
When you put it in the bank,
yeah.
it's about like putting it in the mattress. It's going to earn about the same amount of money. So we know that we're not going to keep up with inflation.
Right. We know that zero is what we're getting.
We know that our spending power is dropping dramatically.
So if inflation's averaging 4% over the last 30 to 40 years, what are you getting when you put it in a zero earning environment?
Right.
You're losing money.
Right.
You don't like to think of it as losing money, but you are.
By contrast, let's just talk about for a minute, because it's, we hear a lot about it, the hybrid annuity, and what makes the hybrid annuity unique in this low rate environment when it comes to income?
No, it's the income. It's the income riders. You've got that guaranteed return, sometimes as high as 8%, 6, 7, 8%.
Right.
That those dollars can be used to guarantee income in the future, and that's a way of securing income.
Right. It's another layer of security that we're really asking the insurance company to take that risk instead of us taking the risk by going into riskier investments. We're saying, hey, if I can grow my income base, in a similar way, if I just put it in the stock market and tried to earn 8%, I mean, I realize that it's not going into my cash accumulation account, but if I can draw income off of it on a similar level that I could if my stock account grew, then that's a way of transferring some of that risk.
Right, and it's about putting the right pieces or filling the right buckets. You want to have that secure portion taken care of. So then you can add those other allocations that can help you combat inflation, help you, earn a little bit higher, because you're taking care of your foundation, so it allows you to take more risk in other areas.
Right, and exactly, folks, I think that you can kind of understand that if you've got your income foundation very secure, you feel a lot more comfortable taking risk or being more aggressive with that portion of your assets that's more discretionary.
Yeah, and that's really what we're going after. So if you have somebody that you're working with, and you have to be comfortable with your advisor.
Yes, you do.
First of all, get professional advice. It never hurts to get a second opinion.
No.
No matter if you're at the first stage or you've been investing and are ready to retirement for a long time, you're getting to that stage. Ask for a second opinion.
Well, one of our slogans that we use quite a bit is "Your retirement deserves a second opinion," and it's true. Yeah. It's really true.
Yeah, we work with a lot of folks who had a very good accumulation specialist.
Right.
Get them to
good
retirement.
strategy. They've earned well.
Yeah, but when you get to retirement, you need to work with a retirement planning specialist, and that's where we would encourage people to get that comfort level with your retirement plan.
Right. If you do not feel comfortable with what is being proposed, or the plan just doesn't seem to make sense, get that second opinion.
Yeah.
Don't just go along, because how many times have we heard someone come in to us new and say, well, my advisor told me to do this.
Right.
Well, this is a reciprocating two-way street when you work with an advisor. We want our clients to tell us
There has to be a comfort.
Right.
There's a relationship
Right.
that you have to have between
Right.
your advisor.
Right.
If you cannot tell your advisor no, you're working with the wrong guy.
Right,
Because, or
right,
gal, don't want to
right,
be gender
right.
specific. But it's about that relationship and letting them know where you feel comfortable and how you're going to work to achieve. They're going to work to achieve your goals, and you have to feel
right,
comfortable
right.
with that.
And yet, Eric, there is the balance that we do know things because of our training,
Right.
because of the way that we forecast, project, and look at the way these things interrelate. That there has to be a mutual level of trust and comfort between us and the client. That's why they have us. We're the professional. We know what we're doing. We have the expertise. But you should never feel forced. You should never feel that in some way you're being coerced into something.
Right, and if you don't agree with the advisor's, assessment, get a second opinion.
Right.
That's what it's about.
Right.
It's about your retirement.
And have we fairly answered the question of annuity timing? Is it a good time to buy an annuity?
Well, and I would tell you that it's always the right time if it fits the situation.
Exactly.
You don't wait until it's too late.
Right. Right. I do agree. Let's. I could say a lot more, but
Yeah.
why don't we?
That's a great tagline. Don't wait until it's too late.
That's right. That's right. Thank you.